WWE doesn't want you to know that Paul Heyman has rejoined Roman Reigns and returned to the company. In today's video, we'll go over Paul Heyman's covert return to WWE in detail and show you the never-before-seen images and film. Roman Reigns' schedule for the upcoming month has been made public, allaying fears among many fans that he will take a protracted leave of absence from WWE once more. Roman is expected to make an appearance on Fox's SmackDown on August 16th. After that, on September 13th, Roman is set to make a cameo during SmackDown's transition to the USA Network. Roman has cancelled his appearance at Backlash in Berlin, and it is currently unknown if he will appear on SmackDown again before or after those two nights. Since SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis passed up Roman Reigns for a temporary rematch with Cody Rhodes, we now know what Roman said to Cody at SummerSlam. Although Roman's words were not recorded by WWE, many fans read Roman's lips and assume he said something like, "It's just a matter of time. That's mine," Cody said, referring to his title. Additionally, never-before-seen video from Roman's SmackDown comeback has surfaced. This is Roman Reigns leaving the arena shortly after SmackDown aired. Solo Sikoa is Roman's top objective at the moment. Regaining the Tribal Chief necklace is Roman's desire. Would Roman, however, soon be facing off against another declared Tribal Chief? Take a look at this. Tama Tonga picked up the Tribal Chief necklace that Solo dropped in the ring on SmackDown. However, Tama gave it a quick glance before returning it to Solo, as if he didn't want to. Is his goal to possess it so he can become the Tribal Chief? What might this signify? When Roman returned to SmackDown and SummerSlam, a lot of fans were thrilled about what they saw, but what shocked them more was what they didn't see. Fans appear to be unaware of anything that Roman Reigns and WWE are hiding. Now, let's get to this. Roman Reigns has introduced us to Bad Bunny, a brand new pal. Naturally, Bad Bunny is a WWE superstar and one of the biggest musicians. Now, Roman is stating that the two have a good bond. If Bad Bunny were to rejoin the WWE in the future, could this imply a tag team of some kind? Cody Rhodes has hinted that he intends to start his own group, the Bloodline, in his own unique way. Dustin Rhodes, Cody's brother, is set to join his younger brother in the WWE after his contract with AEW ends. That will serve as the foundation for this new group of the Rhodes Bloodline. Who else might come along? Would there be additional family members or honorary members that are close friends but not connected to Cody? Roman Reigns' return is causing a huge surge in excitement. Everything about Roman's babyface career is going according to plan. Since joining the business, he has surpassed champion Cody Rhodes in popularity and is currently the most popular babyface. Roman Reigns will remember June 28, 2024, as one of his saddest days ever in the WWE. On this day, Paul Heyman, his manager and close friend, was hospitalized after being attacked by Solo's Bloodline. Since then, Paul Heyman has not been seen in the WWE. However, he has recently returned covertly and reconnected with Roman Reigns. Here are the specifics. Then, fans have undoubtedly been waiting for Roman to make a comeback, and now that he has, they're questioning, now that Roman is back, where's Paul Heyman? Did Roman and Paul Heyman get into a heated argument? Was Paul Heyman's injuries from that incident so severe that it would be impossible for him to ever play for WWE again? The truth is now known. Paul Heyman has formally rejoined WWE, but the company doesn't want you to be aware of this. Check out this exclusive backstage photo of Roman Reigns from SummerSlam. He is positioned next to Paul Heyman, who appears to be doing well and has totally recovered from the Bloodline attack. As a result, it's safe to assume that Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns were backstage together at SmackDown, given that they were caught together backstage at SummerSlam. But why is WWE keeping Paul Heyman off TV if they were backstage together at both shows? Perhaps they don't want Paul Heyman back just yet, for fear that it would interfere with Roman's comeback. Give Roman his moment in the spotlight. Later on, Maybe on the USA broadcast of SmackDown's September 9th premiere, Heyman might make a comeback and reconnect with Roman. Is it possible that WWE has made up its mind not to have Paul Heyman manage Roman Reigns on television? He will serve as Roman Reigns' backstage manager off-screen, but not on television. Roman just doesn't cut it as a babyface. It goes without saying that Roman would be ecstatic if that occurred. However, Roman Reigns is in a new chapter of his life, and sometimes you have to let go of people in order to go on. This may very well be the case with Paul Heyman, as Roman may never again be seen on WWE TV with Heyman. What do you think about Paul Heyman's covert return to the WWE and his backstage reunion with Roman Reigns? Please share your thoughts with me in a comment. After making his SmackDown comeback, Roman Reigns faced the new Bloodline members for the first time, which is paving the way for some exciting changes. Let's explore what transpired and potential future developments. SmackDown began with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, followed by Cody Rhodes discussing his successful SummerSlam title defense and what's next. Cody said that he had a rival in mind for Bash in Berlin, but Solo Sikoa and the new Bloodline cut him off before he could say who it was. Solo maintained that he would be the current WWE champion if it weren't for Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Solo insisted that Cody give him another title fight as a result. Kevin Owens made the save by driving the Bloodline away just as they were about to close in on Cody. However, the mention of Jacob Fatu was a crucial point in Cody and Solo's conversation. At SummerSlam, Jacob had a pivotal moment when he leaped onto the commentary table, cried out in agony, and was unable to stand for the remainder of the game. Fans were alarmed when they later witnessed Jacob strolling around in public wearing a walking boot. Reports, however, suggest that this injury is a plot device rather than a genuine one. Cody took advantage of the circumstance to accuse Solo of being the reason Jacob was injured. This sentence is intriguing because it seems to be evoking pity for Jacob Fatu and maybe causing friction with Solo Sikoa. It appears that Jacob might return harboring some animosity towards Solo, which would give the Bloodline narrative a new dimension. The absence of Jacob Fatu from SmackDown on August 9 furthered the narrative injury from SummerSlam. His absence may also have to do with WWE's intention to keep him and Roman Reigns apart for the time being. WWE is probably reserving that exchange for a later time because it makes sense that they wouldn't want Roman to simply defeat Jacob Fatu. Roman is capable of handling Solo and the Tonga brothers alone himself, but after Jacob returns and they finally have that much-needed confrontation, Roman may come to the realization that he will need a lot of support. Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline looked for Roman backstage for the entire August 9th SmackDown show, but they were unable to locate him. After a while, they made their way to the ring, where Solo proclaimed himself the new tribal chief. Roman Reigns decided to return to SmackDown for the first time since March 22 as a result. Without saying anything, Roman swiftly eliminated the Tonga brothers and turned his attention to Solo Sikoa. Solo lost the coveted red lei that had once belonged to Roman Reigns during the altercation. Roman focused on the red lei and picked it up, blocking out everything else, much like what we saw with CM Punk and the bracelet given to Roman by his father and uncle, the Wild Samoans. Back in 2020, this red lei has served as a vital symbol of Roman's tribal chief status for the past 4 years and carries a great deal of sentimental worth. The significance of the lei has increased further after Roman's father passed away in June. It was already quite important to Roman, but now it has historical and symbolic value. Because of his father, he has a strong bond with it and feels compelled to retrieve it. Roman was probably thinking about his father the night he was crowned by the Wild Samoans at Hell in a Cell 2020, and the legacy that lei represents as he gazed at the lei. However, the Tonga brothers jumped Roman again before he could secure the lei and put it back on, giving Solo the opportunity to take it back and head up the ramp while the Tonga brothers dealt with Roman. When Roman finally defeated the Tonga brothers, Solo had already left with the lei. Roman managed the one-on-one scenario somewhat easily. But when Jacob Fatu reappears and confronts Roman, the narrative will take a turn for the better. From little we've seen of Jacob thus far, it appears that he is more resilient than the other Bloodline members. Jacob has demonstrated his tenacity by bouncing back from signature techniques with minimal damage. What will Roman do, then? If Jacob manages to get back up after perhaps taking a spear or a Superman punch? When it comes to the Tonga brothers and even Solo Sikoa, Jacob is at another level. Jacob shouldn't be able to be defeated by Roman with ease like he's just another opponent. Jacob's strength and intensity will rival Roman's, possibly even surprising Roman. They're handing Roman some easy victories and significant moments against the Bloodline for the time being, but when Jacob returns, the real challenge will start. This is probably the cause for Jacob's storyline injury. In the background of the show, there was also a little Roman Reigns narrative. Nick Aldis brought up his impending meeting with Roman Reigns to talk about a title rematch during their attempt to persuade Kevin Owens to accept the WWE Championship match for Bash in Berlin, along with Cody Rhodes, though it's unclear if Aldis was being truthful or merely trying to get Owens to respond. It makes sense that Aldis would set up that meeting with Roman. Roman Reigns deserved a rematch following his lengthy title reign, but Kevin Owens noted that WWE hasn't enforced the rematch clause rule for past champions in almost 4 years. Roman would probably strive to regain his championship at the very least. We'll have to wait and watch how this section of the story plays out because it doesn't appear that they'll squander another Cody vs. Roman battle anytime soon, so other plot points may keep getting in the way of that match. Cody expressed his belief that Roman Reigns should have another meeting, but it appears that Roman's primary priority will be returning the red lei before he can concentrate on winning back the WWE title. One could argue that Roman has to retrieve the red lei as quickly as possible because it is currently just as essential to him as the WWE title. Since this is only the beginning of the drama, other family members, especially on Roman's side, should be joining the fray in the upcoming months. WWE may decide to handle the original Bloodline members come back one at a time, giving each member their own limelight. This is currently unknown. Thus, it's possible that Paul Heyman, Jimmy USO, and Jey USO will make significant comebacks, with the audience going crazy for each of them. What do you think of the stories from today? Please feel free to comment below, subscribe with all notifications enabled, and hit like if you found the content enjoyable. I appreciate you seeing